Hey Slug fans, welcome back to Slug World. Today, we're talking about something that's been bugging me almost as much as when my slugs refuse to load. Mecha beasts. What are they? Where did they come from? Why do they look like they could beat Thaddeus Black in a staring contest? Seriously, these things are like the ultimate mystery in Slugterra. They're big, they're metal, and they just show up like, hey, what's up? We're giant robots now. Are they judging us, scanning us, trying to figure out if we've got snacks? We need answers, people. Today, we're tackling one of the greatest mysteries in all of Slugterra. Ready to dive in? Grab your slugs and let's do this. Let's start with the classics. Mecha beasts as ancient guardians. It makes sense, right? Picture this. An advanced civilization hidden in the dark corners of Slugterra, leaving behind giant robo-animals to guard their secrets. Think about it. Slugterra is full of hidden caverns and ancient ruins. Who's to say there wasn't a civilization that mastered technology way before the Shane gang was even a twinkle in Eli's great-great-grandpa's eye? These mecha beasts could be remnants of their power, standing guard over forgotten temples or powerful artifacts. Imagine stumbling upon a hidden city, untouched for centuries, with a giant mecha beast standing guard at the entrance. Talk about an epic discovery. And you know these ancient civilizations wouldn't mess around with security. They'd have the best tech, the strongest metal, and maybe even some secret weapon systems that would make the blasters look like toys. And who knows, maybe these mecha beasts weren't just guardians, but companions to this ancient people. Then there's the theory that these beasts are powered by slugs. I mean, it makes sense, right? Slugs are the source of all energy in Slugterra, so why not mecha beasts? Just imagine. Each mecha beast has a core, a central power source, and inside, boom, a super rare, super powerful slug, pumping out energy and giving the mecha beast its incredible abilities. Maybe it's an Infernus slug for firepower, a taserling for electric blasts, or maybe even a super rare, never-before-seen slug that gives the mecha beast its unique abilities. We've seen slugs power up vehicles and blasters, so why not giant robots? It would explain how these mecha beasts have lasted for so long. They're constantly being recharged by the slugs inside them. But what if they were weapons of war? Slugterra has a history, right? Ancient civilizations, powerful slugs, and conflict. Imagine Slugterra as a battleground with armies clashing, slugslingers dueling, and mecha beasts wreaking havoc. Epic battles, like a mecha beast versus mecha beast showdown. Think about the technology to create these metal monsters. Did they have AI? The possibilities are endless. After the war, these giants were left to roam, wondering why no one invited them to battle recently. Chapter 4. Mecha beasts and elementals created simultaneously. What if the mecha beasts weren't created by anyone? What if they came to be alongside the elemental slugs? Here's a mind-blowing theory. What if the mecha beasts were created alongside the elemental slugs? Like they were made to protect each other? Imagine, at the dawn of Slugterra, when the elemental slugs first emerged, alongside them, these giant mechanical guardians appeared, their destinies intertwined. Think about it. The balance of Slugterra is all about the elements, so why not have giant robo-guardians to make sure no one messes with nature? They could be like the elemental slugs' personal bodyguards, protecting them from any threat. Maybe each elemental slug has a corresponding mecha beast, linked by some ancient magic or energy. The Infernus slug with a fiery volcanic mecha beast, the Frostcrawler with an icy behemoth, each one a reflection of the other. Chapter 5. Self-repairing technology. One thing that always gets me about these mecha beasts is how pristine they look. I mean, they're ancient, right? They've probably been through some stuff. So how are they not rusted, busted, and falling apart? One theory I love is that these beasts have self-repairing tech. These things are tough, they're durable, and they've somehow survived for who knows how long. It would make sense if they had some kind of internal system that constantly repairs and maintains them. Imagine if your Mecha Beast could just fix itself on the go. Got a dent? No problem, it buffs right out. Laser blast to the shoulder? It just shrugs it off and keeps going. Chapter 6. Dr. Black's Experiments Inspired by Mecha Beasts. Okay, we can't talk about mysteries in Slugterra without mentioning the big bad himself, Dr. Black. That guy's always up to something, right? And you know he's got to be involved with the Mecha Beasts somehow. Some fans think Black's experiments with dark water were inspired by ancient studies of the Mecha Beasts. Think about it. Black is obsessed with power, with controlling slugs, with bending Slugterra to his will. What if he discovered ancient texts, diagrams, maybe even a broken-down Mecha Beast and thought, I can use this? It's like he found one lying around and thought, how can I make this even more terrifying? Classic Black. He probably saw the Mecha Beast's power and thought, I can replicate that, I can control that, I can use that to rule Slugterra. Imagine if Black managed to create his own army of Mecha Beasts, powered by dark water and controlled by his sinister tech. Now this next theory is one of my favorites because it's all about that special connection between a slug slinger and their slugs, or in this case, a rider and their Mecha Beast. The idea that only chosen riders can bond with Mecha Beasts gives me major Shane vibes. Like, the beasts aren't just big metal tanks, they're picky. They're not just going to follow anyone's orders. These Mecha Beasts are sentient. They have their own thoughts, feelings, and maybe even a moral code. They're out here choosing riders like it's some kind of robo-Tinder. Swipe left, swipe right, and boom, ultimate loyalty. Imagine the Mecha Beasts scanning potential riders, looking for someone worthy, someone with a good heart, someone who wouldn't abuse their power. Speaking of chosen riders and special connections, let's talk about the Shane family. I mean, come on, those guys are practically Slugterra royalty. They're practically legends. So what if their connection to Slugterra runs deeper than we thought? What if their ancestors, way back in the day, were the original Mecha Beast riders? It would explain why the Shanes are so good at what they do. It's in their blood. What if Will Shane had one? Or even Eli's grandpa? The Shanes might just be Slugterra's original Mecha Beast whisperers. Imagine Will Shane, back in his prime, riding into battle on the back of a giant Mecha Beast, blasting slugslingers left and right. And who knows, maybe Eli's destiny is to become a Mecha Beast rider himself. Okay, buckle up, because this next theory is where things get really wild. What if the Mecha Beasts aren't entirely mechanical? Some fans think they're part biological. Imagine a fusion of technology and nature, a being that's both machine and living creature. It would explain how they can move so fluidly, how they seem to react to their surroundings with such awareness. They wouldn't just be robots, they'd be living, breathing creatures with their own unique biology. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the big picture. Then there's the theory that these beasts were created to fight a greater evil. Think about all the threats Slugterra has faced. Dr. Black, the Dark Bane, who knows what else is lurking out there in the shadows? But what if there's something even bigger, even badder, waiting to strike? Something so powerful, so destructive that it would take the combined might of every slugslinger and every slug in Slugterra to defeat it. Imagine Mecha Beasts sitting dormant, just waiting for that ultimate bad guy to show up. They're like ancient protectors, slumbering giants, waiting for the call to action. So, what do you think? Could Mecha Beasts be the ancient protectors of Slugterra, powered by slugs and linked to some forgotten war? Or maybe they're just waiting for the next Shane to activate their hidden power modes? Either way, these fan theories have given us plenty to think about, and I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your theory in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're ready to see Mecha Beasts in action, and subscribe to join the Slug World family. Who knows? Maybe together we'll uncover the truth behind Slugterra's most mysterious creations. Until next time, keep blasting and keep theorizing.